At a recent concert in Los Angeles, the singer Tori Amos was midway through her hit song Winter when suddenly, inexplicably, she forgot the lyrics. Rather than warbling on about fires burning and flowers competing for the sun as her eager fans were expecting, she stopped in her tracks and started singing about how tired she was feeling. Amos, it seems, had become the latest victim of the short-term memory loss epidemic. It's a particularly modern affliction. We are fast becoming the amnesia generation, plunged by the ever-increasing pace of our lives into a fog of retold anecdotes, lost information and missed appointments. I was driving through London in a friend's car recently when the heavens suddenly opened. "Oh dear," my friend screamed, helplessly cranking various buttons and levers. "I can't remember how the windscreen wipers work." Another friend managed to cruise through town for a full 45 minutes before realizing that all those people were not, in fact, waving and pointing at her new haircut, but at the briefcase that she had left balanced on the roof of her car. All the evidence is that our memories aren't what they used to be. Indeed, in a recent report, the think tank Demos predicts that we could become a society of memory haves and have-nots, with only those who can afford to pay for costly brain enhancement treatments getting the best opportunities in life, from exam passes to the boardroom. But are our memories getting worse, or is it just that we don't care enough to remember? We are bombarded with so much more information than previous generations. In days gone by, you might have known only 30 people in your entire lifetime. Now, you probably talk to 30 new people in a single day. That's a lot more to remember, and technology hasn't helped. We no longer dial numbers, we just press a key. We don't need to remember birthdays or anniversaries or the times of important meetings when we have software to beep at us, and our brains have adapted accordingly. But some experts think there is another reason why we forget the details of social conversations. Often, we don't remember things because we're not listening. Instead, we're tuning into our inner dialogue, the one that's going, "Does this shirt look okay?" Or, even more distracting, "What am I going to say next?" Another hazard of social memory loss is unwittingly retelling the same anecdote to the same audience on different occasions. There is, apparently, a reason for this. Two processes are at work when we tell an anecdote, says Dr. Larry Jacoby at the University of St. Louis. The first is the sheer familiarity of the tale, built up over many tellings. This makes it all too likely to swim into our consciousness. The second is the recall of whether you have told this group this story before. As long as that works, you will not bore them with it again. But recall depends on well-functioning frontal lobes. It used to be widely thought that short-term memory worsened with age, while long-term memory got sharper. This would certainly explain why I can remember the songs my mother played when I was growing up, but cannot recall the name of our new neighbor. Alas, the memory experts aren't prepared to let us off so easily. Memory is a muscle. Use it or lose it, advises expert Robert Allen, for example, and he would seem to have a point. Of course, memory is not just about remembering names or where we put the keys. It is about who we are. If we can't even remember the details of what we said and to whom, then how can we possibly hope to make sense of our lives? To this end, London's South Bank Centre recently staged Stop the Clock, a month-long event devoted to the perception of time. During the event, the Dutch thinker and memory guru, Du Draaisma, led a discussion looking at why we remember certain things and not others, and the impact of memory on writers. It was very thought-provoking, apparently, and I had fully intended to go. But when it came to it, I was so preoccupied with other things that it slipped my mind.